Hey, happy Monday. This is Heidi Fish, and I wanted to jump on and chat about stress because who doesn't have stress, right? We all have stress, whether you're a stay at home mom dealing with a bunch of little kids, or you have a demanding corporate job, or you're an entrepreneur, or you're doing a combination of all of them, or you're dealing with someone who's ill. We all have stress in some shape or form. So, I want to give you my 5 tips for dealing with stress. But first, I'm going to get a little science geeky on you for a moment, and that's to talk about what happens in our body during stress. There's 3 organs that control and monitor stress in our body. That's your hypothalamus, your pituitary gland, and your adrenal glands. And the adrenals are the ones that release cortisol and adrenaline in response to physical and mental stress in our life. And that's normal. Like, it's good. Your body, it goes back to fight and flight responses. But with the amount of stress that we're under in today's society, it's beyond normal. And that prolonged stress on those organs can cause them to have real medical issues and also start to affect our brain. So it's really important to control the amount of stress in our life. And we can't always remove the stressors. We can't send our children away. We can't always quit our jobs. I mean, there's always factors you can look at in those areas of your life. How can you make your job more pleasant? Or maybe you should get a different job. Or what do you need to seek help with on parenting? So there are those more logistical things, but that's not what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about like the things that you can control in your life in order to reduce your stress. So here are my 5 tips. Number 1 is to prep your energy for the day. It is amazing what a good morning routine will do for your energy all day. I've been experimenting with this on and off, particularly in 2019, and it definitely affects my day and how I manage my stress when I spend time in the morning setting myself up for a good day. And I will go into my morning routine some other day, but it may be things like reading books or doing exercise, journaling, affirmations, all those things. So whether that's going to be a 15-minute period of time or an hour period of time, doing whatever you can to fuel yourself and fill your own cup in the morning will have a huge impact on your ability to manage stress throughout the day. Number 2, very much related, it might be part of your morning routine, is meditation. If you think of your brain as like jumbled spaghetti noodles, like in a big mess, meditation helps like calm and flatten them all out so that you can approach the day differently, and it really resets so much chemistry with your neurotransmitters and neuroreceptors in your brain. So I highly suggest, whether it's 5 minutes or 20 minutes, finding some time to meditate. And it's okay if it's right before you go to bed and you fall asleep. Like, that is A-okay, and it doesn't need to be in silence. I use Insight Timer. It is my favorite go-to meditation app. Number 3 is scheduling in time to rest and play. So put that on your calendar and have it be a promise to yourself, just like exercising might be, and just like your work commitments are, and taking your kids to their school activities. Find time every day to rest and play, or at least every week, whether that's a bath for you or going out on a date with your partner or playing a game. I don't suggest it being watching TV, because that just is like a way of numbing out. That's not really like refueling that need for joy and like true rest and play in your life. It's just kind of numbing out. Number 4 is nutrition. I used to be a really big caffeine junkie, and I gave it up for fertility reasons, but it's amazing how much that has impacted my ability to handle stress. And I think that when we're in this place of stress, that's when our caffeine consumption skyrockets. And because we're consuming coffee or some other source of caffeine most of the day, it also means that our water intake is low. And it's amazing when you increase your water intake, how much it helps your energy levels and helps you deal with stress. So try to reduce the caffeine, even if it's just 1 serving per day for a week, and then like kind of drop it from there. And I'm not saying not to have caffeine ever, but just not in excessive quantities, and really up your water intake. Make sure you're getting balanced nutrition, high quality proteins, good fats, and whole grains, quality grains. They're important for your brain to function and handle stress. And then the other part of nutrition is adaptogens. So if you think of that I incorporate into my life, if you think of those plants that are living up on rocky cliffs and you're like, how does that plant even exist? Those plants and herbs have characteristics, and it's been coined adaptogens. So they have qualities in them that allow them to adapt to super stressful situations. So when you consume adaptogens, it helps your body deal with stress. So, it helps your body deal with physical and mental stress. And they have done, double-blind, placebo effect, or placebo-controlled, however it's termed, studies on adaptogens, and they do truly help your body regulate its cortisol levels. So our cortisol levels can either spike way too high or they can be too low. That's when we're like really tired or when we're super anxious. And adaptogens help normalize that. They can be consumed at any time of the day. They can be consumed in the morning to help give you energy. They can be consumed in the evening to help bring you down to get a better night's sleep. I love Isagenix adaptogen tea. It's called Ionic Supreme. And for those of you that are adaptogen knowledgeable, I just wanted to list off the ones that are in there in case you are familiar with them, so you know what adaptogens are in the Isagenix product. There's wolfberry, eleuthero root. I'm probably saying that wrong. It's basically Siberian ginseng. Rhodiola, ashwagandha, bacopa, and schizandra. I think that's how you say it. I think that one's funny. So that's number 4, nutrition, hydration, adaptogens, really good nutrition. And then the 5th one is get moving. And I don't mean like make sure you're getting in an hour workout every day. I mean, if you're stressed at work, if your kids are driving you crazy, get moving, whether it's 5 or 10 minutes to go for a walk or do some yoga. That movement will really help you reset your state and have more energy for the day and handle that stress. So those are my 5 tips. I hope they're helpful. I would love to hear what you do to manage stress in your day. Have a great day.